Yes, yes, yes. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We're still hashtagging 2025, huh? Even though we're halfway through the month of January. I was thinking, I said, you know what? We got this full moon out right now. And to be honest with you, the year itself, I don't know, it started off very crazy. When you're just looking at the way the year started, it's really hot, with terrorist attacks and the fires in California and this and that. It's like uh, it's like if the year begins upside down, burning like this, like will we see the next 11 months just straight chaos? Now, check this out, man. On January 2nd, right? So that's on the 2nd. I'm leaving the store and I find this little girl, this little Mexican girl. She is next to my vehicle. Then she hops over to that next vehicle right there. That's not my car. My car is next to this one. And she is like frantic. She's scared. And look how she's dressed. Okay? The little girl is like 9 years old. So then now, I got to go and see if I could try to get some help, get some assistance. I kind of waited for someone to come park right next to me, you know what I'm saying? So they can kind of stay with her. But this is just crazy. The second day of the year. I eventually did speak to someone that a couple parked right next to me. And I told them what was going on. I went back inside the store and communicated with the employees, talked to one of the managers. We called the security that was there, and then they called the police. Security did eventually come. The police took forever. I ain't gonna lie, police took forever. I had to leave. I stayed there for a good amount of time. For some reason, the cops, they asked would not show up, man. Lee County. This is Estero, Florida. But when the security did come and was talking to this girl, man, come to find out she was with another group, and she kind of just escaped from the vehicle. You know what I'm saying? And ran off and ended up by my car. And we did what we could do, man. And I don't know what like I said, I left after the security was there, and there was someone talking to her, and I'm pretty sure the police had to maybe give her. I don't know who's responsible for these children. I'm not really sure how that works with was that children and families. But right here, man, in the United States of America, they're doing this thing where they're trafficking and they're grabbing these kids, and it's just crazy. It's crazy out here. I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy. On a lighter note, this terrorist that they're saying that did this attack in New Orleans. I worked in that area during Katrina. Worked there for about a year. And when I'm looking at this guy running over the people, I'm like, yo, I used to be walking. But we would leave work and go hang out in the area downtown. Beautiful city, man. New Orleans, beautiful people. And yeah, it's messed up what happened, man. And for that to be like the first thing that we see, in the beginning of the year, that's some strong message. Someone's sending out a message. And there was another incident, right? Not only this thing with New Orleans and the terrorist attack over there, but I believe there was an individual Um, Look at these people running. Hey man, when you're in the streets, you got to keep your eyes open. You cannot be, a little bit just lost. It's easy to get lost right there in that area. Streets very narrow, very small, to be honest. I remember during Katrina, man, after everyone left, it was just like empty. That whole area right there, empty. You know, the water had basically lowered because everything was just flooded out. But for us to have a terrorist attack, even though they're calling it a terrorist attack because of the effect I guess it has on the people's mentality, but you know, even with this guy right here who they say was on the same military base with the first terrorist in New Orleans, he blows himself up. They're talking about, he went on Chat GPT and Chat GPT just showed him how to set everything up, and then boom, commits, his suicide in a Tesla. So when all of these things are going on in front of us, right? We're looking at this theater. It's theater. Always remember, even though people do lose their lives, that's a fact. People lose their lives. God bless the dead, rest in peace, patati patata. But it's theater nonetheless. Why would the first couple days of the new year bring in terror and mass hysteria, confusion in the United States of America? Because, the groups that run things, I like to just call them the cabal. It's easier now. You just say cabal. You don't need to say the Illuminati and all this other stuff. Cabal. CABAL. The cabal sometimes, like, when they are making their moves and playing these little chess games, from the outside looking in, it looks kind of crazy. It looks a little bit like chaotic. You ask yourself, like, what is the plan? Well, in places like Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Haiti, California, City of Angels, Los Angeles, the plan is to evict. Imagine you have all these people coming back to their homes. Most of the homes is just like, it's done, right? Crispy. Everything's gone. And then they're going to figure out how they will be able to rebuild. Do you really think they're going to rebuild? A fire that started probably New Year's Eve and spreads and burns everything, right? Do you really believe that, like, the people are going to be able to rebuild? I mean, some will, right? Some will, but sometimes these are just like some real aggressive eviction tactics. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. Put it like this, man. You see this fire burning down the west coast of the United States of America? That's happening in January. So now it's like, okay, uh, what about February, March? You know, like, are they going to continue to surprise the population with fire, terrorist attacks? When I'm looking at the fire, and I'm like, yo, these things always happen, right? It might not be fire, a forest fire. It might be an earthquake, right? Um, Tsunami, whatever the natural disaster is, right? The problem is when a natural disaster is caused by man. So it's forced. So that's why you got to ask yourself, who gets to benefit from this? Someone always benefits, right? The same way someone loses. (2025) a year of love. In French, they would say l'amour. Don't forget it's a show. Grab your popcorn. Don't take it too personal. You know, sometimes people take it so personal. They're like left, right, Democrat, Republican. Come on, man. Look at my dog Obama and Donald checking out Kamala. Devi looking good, man. I ain't gonna lie. How old is Devi? She's in her 60s, right? I'm not gonna lie. She is a good looking 60-something old woman. Look at Donald, man. Donald look like he about to take a bite. Crazy. But yeah, these things that we're seeing today, it's like history repeating itself. 1966. Oh no, 1666. My bad. I'm saying 19. Yeah, 666. Ha! London residents escaping the Great Fire of London. Look who's involved. Prince Charles I, King Charles. King Charles I, King Charles II, Mr. Cromwell. So London burns. The people, of course, lose everything. It's always like that. The population, they lose everything. They never know what the hell is going on. But better believe, behind the scenes, somebody's going to come up. When I saw Charles, I'm thinking about the new Charles King in England, and you know, these type of individuals, it's like they always get information before the public. When you're looking at a situation like this fire, it's not by coincidence it happened on New Year's Eve to go into New Year's Day. And then coincidentally, you have what happened in New Orleans with this guy running over the people. Was the individual in front of Trump Towers in Vegas, was that on the first or the second? Hmm? Back to back, back to back, back to back. What is the plan? What are they trying to do? This is what I ask. I think a majority of the population is going to come back, realize everything's gone. I'm pretty sure there's insurance issues, just like in Florida. And they're going to have to probably just, sell the land, pennies on the dollar. Yeah. Now, this is just a theory, right? I mean, it would be pretty sad if someone purposely burned all of those houses down just so they can devaluate the prices of the properties so they can buy that shit up and build a whole bunch of condos, But you never know. Sometimes the truth and fiction gets a little bit mixed in, But of course, you tell me what do you think. This fire, what happened in California, 2025. I mean, is this year just a year of flames? Christopher Wren, who was actually an astronomer, started the Royal Society. He was one of the individuals, right, who had the plans to rebuild London after that fire. You had John Evelyn, who was another millionaire back in the days. They called him country gentleman. You know what I'm saying? He came from a well-to-do family, had money. He also invested. You know what I'm saying? And then you had Robert Hooke, who was another scientist. And these guys must have knew, hey, we're gonna burn this shit down, right? And then after we burn it down, we'll come with the proposal to the king. It's crazy, man. That's how this shit be going, man. Everything that you see repeats itself over and over and over, man. But hey, don't take it the wrong way. Once you realize that this is just a big game, right? And you kind of detach yourself or you remove yourself from the matrix, you start to see everything a lot more clearly. Anyway, I went over my time. I was trying to make a 15-minute video. I went over the 15 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed the little talk. Brother Steph 83. We're going to switch it up from the other channel, IET Organic, to this channel, Brother Steph 83. I hope you enjoyed the content. Please like, subscribe, share, all those good things. I'm out. One love. Brother Steph 83.